Let's go over pickup numbers. They're also known as tent numbers. So let's sign in as Kathy the cashier and start a new ticket. So if you want to use the ticket numbers that are already associated with the system, every ticket starts with a prefix, which is usually a letter. In this case, this iPad is using R as its prefix, and then a ticket number after it. So this one's 18. So if you look at the top right here, it shows that this ticket is R18. You could also see this on the info panel. Down here it shows ticket R18 right up top. And if I wanted to use that, that shows up on the guest receipt, but it also shows up on the kitchen print. So if you're ordering an item to go, it will show up there and you can use that. But let's say you are using a quick service environment restaurant and you give the customer a number when you give them an order. So if I went into here and order a clam chowder and then I hand them a number, let's say I hand them a ticket that said 15, I can go ahead and go to the info panel, and in the top right where it says guest number, I would type in that number 15. So that will show up on the guest receipt and the kitchen print. So when you do need to bring it to them at the table, you'll know where to take it. So after I do that, I can send that, and that shows up as guest 15 right there, and that shows up, like I said, both on the receipt and the kitchen slip. Lastly, if you didn't want to use a number, you could always use a name. If I go to the info panel, I could put in a guest name. Let's say the patron was Steve. One thing to note is that if I do use a guest number, it has a higher priority than the guest name. So if I put Steve and 15, the slip will only say 15, not Steve. But if I go ahead and get rid of that number and put Steve, it will show up as Steve on the order, which shows up on the check as well.